Word tonight of a major shakeup at the Vatican. Pope Francis is removing 3 cardinals from his kitchen cabinet. 2 of the Red Hats have been implicated in the church's sexual abuse scandal. The 5-year terms of Australian George Pell and Javier Errázuriz of Chile have ended, the Pope writing to them and thanking them for their service. Errázuriz has been accused of covering up for predator priests, and Pell is being tried in his homeland on abuse allegations. Both clerics have denied wrongdoing. Also gone from the advisory panel, Congolese Cardinal Laurent Monsengwo. He served 5 years as well. And the Cardinals' Council is very close to the Pope, frequently meeting with Francis on a wide variety of issues. Joining us now to discuss these really big changes and the future of the group known as the C9 is national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, Christopher White. Christopher, thank you so much for being with us. Christopher, why has the Pope decided now to shake up this kitchen cabinet?
Well, Liz, if you think about it, the Pope has had this cabinet of advisors for over 5 years. I believe they've met 27 times as of their meeting. And so, I mean, an argument could be made, of course, that this is natural with any administration. There's shake-up, there's changes. But particularly when you sort of zoom in on Cardinals Errázuriz and Cardinals Pell, they all have their own issues back at home that really have kind of overshadowed the work that they're doing at the Vatican. And I think, you know, Pope Francis and his advisors probably thought it's time for a fresh start to bring in some new sort of lifeblood that perhaps doesn't sort of cast a shadow over the ongoing work of reform.
So having said that, should we expect some new replacements, or will the C9 become the C6?
Yeah, I mean, right now it is the C6, yeah. And you know, the Pope has hinted in the past, as his spokesman Greg Burke, that new officials may be named. However, we don't know who these individuals will be. Presumably, the Pope would want to bring someone from Oceania, which Cardinal Pell sort of served that sort of geographic advisory role. Cardinal Errázuriz, of course, coming from Chile. So you would think that the most likely replacements would come from those areas of the world, but we don't know.
Now, this Council of Cardinals was created by Francis to help him bring change to the Vatican bureaucracy. What is the state of the so-called Vatican reform that we've talked so much about now that we're more than 5 years? 5 years into the Pope's papacy.
Yeah. Longer than a presidential term,
yes,
right?
sir.
So, you know, the state of the Vatican reform is that in the coming months, we've been promised a new sort of apostolic constitution, which is really what they've been working on for these 5 years. So in a sense, it's fair to say they're wrapping up what could be termed as sort of stage 1 of reform. And the cleanup of Vatican finances really being the centerpiece of that. So it's fair to say that in the coming months, a successor will be named for Cardinal Pell, whose term ends next August, which, you know, all eyes will be on that. And so the reform is, of course, ongoing.
Ongoing indeed. Thank you so much, Christopher.